cardio for an amateur. What would you prescribe to an amateur that is just getting started and they go on Google, type in, how do I build my cardio for a fight? And they say, run a 5K every day. Is that good?
Google has all the answers, right? It doesn't mean it has all the right answers, but it's got answers. So here's my, and I'm really glad you asked me this question because this is going to help a lot of people. So everybody thinks the further I run, I'm going to do these distance runs, 10Ks every day or whatever. Right. And it's like, okay, are we training for a fight or are we training for a marathon, right? So I'm not saying there's not a place for distance runs because they're going to make you push yourself and challenge yourself and dig deep and build endurance. But listen, for amateurs, you're fighting a 3-round fight. And if you're a novice,
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah. You're going to fight for 6 minutes, but you're going to run for an hour and a half. Like let's be sensible here. So the way that I like to structure my running in camp is we're going to basically have higher intensity intervals, so sprint days, and we're going to combine that with distance runs. Now, my distance runs are typically 3.5K. And so what I do is instead of focusing on running further, I focus on running faster. So how long does it take me to run 3.5K? Maybe it's 20 minutes. Well, I don't know, saying, how can I get that down to 19? How can I get that down to 16, right? And I get that down to 14, I'm in pretty damn good fighting shape, right? So I'm fighting me. I'm trying to better myself. So I do that, say, on like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So it's not so taxing on my body that I can't train the next day. So that's what happens is guys will go and run 20K and then they can't do anything for like 3 days. They can't jump rope, right?
Yeah.
So it's not so taxing that you can't still train. And then on the alternating days, I go to the track and we run sprints. So some days it's going to be like 10 by 100. So I'm going to do a 100-meter dash, jog back, wait 1 minute because that's how long you got to rest between rounds. And I'm going to do that again. And it sounds easy, but it's an extra 2K at the end of it. And it's very taxing. So what it is it's explode and recover. Explode and recover. What am I doing in a fight? I'm exploding, recover, right? Yeah. Knowing when to breathe and when to fight. So I'll do that. And the other one that I'll do is I'll also do runs that are specific to the outcome or the round. So if I'm fighting a 3-minute round, I'm doing a 3-minute run, but it's balls to the wall. Like how far can I run in 3 minutes and then recover for 1 minute and then do it again? If I'm fighting 2-minute rounds, same scenario. How far can I push in 2 minutes till I'm blue in the face and I'm sweating and I feel like I'm going to throw up? And then how can I better that? 1 minute rest, we go again. 1 minute rest, we go again. And I don't need to do 15 rounds. It's a 3-round fight. Yeah. So do that 3 times and then, take your ice bath or recover or whatever it is and then stretch and do it again. So I think that that's a lot more conducive than the opposite of the latter, like we said, which is going to be running forever. Everything you do as an athlete has to be conducive to your goal. Mm-hmm. So when I jump rope, I have to jump rope with purpose. I'm not just kind of like doing the do-si-do. Like I'm jumping rope like I would move in a fight, being light on my feet, shifting my weight, When I shadow box, I'm shadow boxing with purpose. So I'm not just throwing punches. I'm thinking defensively. I'm slipping. I'm countering. I'm looking for opportunities. I'm visualizing an opponent in front of me that's throwing punches at me. And people just get into this flow of throwing punches, and then they wonder why their defense sucks. Boxing is more than 50% defense. Most people spend maybe 10% of time working on defense.
Yeah.
So it's like everything you do has to have a purpose and you have to keep the end goal in mind. So with your running, make it sport specific.